Does unbolting a wheel and moving it to the back axle actually knock your suspension out of alignment? The short answer is no. It is physically impossible for a standard tire rotation to change your caster, camber, or toe settings. Those adjustments are mechanically locked down on the control arms, struts, and tie rods. We are talking about heavy eccentric bolts and jam nuts, torqued to anywhere from 80 to 150 foot-pounds. Taking off 5 lug nuts does not loosen that suspension hardware. The steel arms holding your car up do not know or care which specific tire is bolted to the hub. If the car drove straight when you pulled into the bay, the suspension geometry remains exactly the same when you back out. However, simply saying no ignores the main reason we rotate tires in the first place. The rotation is your primary diagnostic tool. When that wheel comes off, you are looking at the only historical record of how your suspension is performing, the tread wear. You need to get your eyes level with the tire and run your hand across the surface. You are feeling for feathering. This is a very specific wear pattern, where the tread blocks wear into ramps. It feels smooth when you rub your hand one way, but catches your palm like the teeth of a saw when you rub the other way. That sharp edge screams that your toe setting is wrong. The tires were scrubbing sideways down the road, literally dragging rubber across the asphalt. If you ignore this and just bolt the tire to the rear, you aren't fixing the problem. You are just moving the evidence. You have to fix the alignment to stop the sawtooth wear from eating your new set of rubber. Then there is the phenomenon that causes the most arguments between mechanics and drivers: the radial pull. This happens when a car drives straight, gets a rotation, and suddenly pulls hard to the left or right. It feels exactly like the alignment was bumped, but it is actually a tire defect called conicity. Inside the rubber, the steel belts shifted slightly during manufacturing or from a hard impact. This makes the tire shaped slightly like a cone rather than a cylinder. A cone doesn't want to roll straight. It wants to turn in a circle. On the rear axle, the fixed suspension forces it straight. But on the front axle, which is free to steer, that cone forces the steering wheel to turn. Before you pay for an alignment you don't need, prove it is the tire. Swap the 2 front tires side to side. If the car now pulls the other way, the alignment is perfect, but the tire is bad. If the pull stays the same, then, and only then, do you check the steel adjustments. While the car is in the air, you also have to check the hard parts that connect the wheel to the suspension. Specifically, the wheel bearing inside the hub assembly. A bad bearing creates play. If you grab the tire at the top and bottom, the 12 and 6 o'clock positions, and can wiggle it, the bearing is shot. This mechanical slop allows the wheel to tilt randomly while you drive. You cannot align a car with a bad bearing because the wheel won't sit still. It will also make a distinct growling noise that gets louder as you speed up, often changing tone when you steer. If you try to align a car with loose bearings, the laser sensors on the rack will give you ghost readings that change every time you roll the car. You have to replace the hub assembly first. No amount of tie rod adjustment can fix a wobbly wheel. Finally, you need to handle the mating surface. When you take a wheel off, look at the hub face. If you see layers of flaky rust or white corrosion, you need to wire brush it clean before the wheel goes back on. Even a tiny chunk of rust trapped between the hub and the wheel can cause the wheel to mount slightly crooked. This creates a wobble that feels like an alignment issue or a balance issue, but is actually just debris. Clean the surface until you see bare metal. To keep your ride safe and your wallet full, stick to a strict schedule. Rotate your tires every 5,000 to 8,000 miles. This prevents any one wear pattern from ruining a tire too quickly. Even if the car drives straight, put it on the alignment rack once a year or every 10,000 miles. Suspension springs settle, bushings dry out and compress, and potholes nudge parts out of spec over time. It is cheaper to pay for a checkup than to replace a set of tires halfway through their life. Listen to the rubber. Check the bearings for play and keep the bolts tight.